a horrific stabbing, and time behind bars. Clark Gable III may have descended from Hollywood royalty, but his life was far from perfect. Gable shared more than just a name with his famous grandfather. They also looked uncannily alike. The Gone with the Wind star and his grandson had many similar features: dark hair, thick eyebrows, and dimples. Unfortunately, Gable's life was much shorter and more tumultuous than his grandfather's.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
For one thing, he's had a rocky relationship with his father, John Clark Gable. After Gable III's sudden death, his sister Kaylee revealed some shocking text messages from her father to the public. In the texts, John Gable said his children were a disgrace for the way they were using their grandfather's name. In the same texts, John Gable also said he didn't want his son buried in the same plot with the rest of the family. So how did Clark Gable III's life get off track? To find out, you have to go all the way back to the beginning. Clark Gable III was born in 1988 to John Clark Gable and Tracy Yarrow, according to his Cheaters bio. He grew up in various California towns, and at age 5, he started modeling and would go on to work for brands like Disney, Converse, and Prada. Gable also studied at the New York Film Academy and was interested in acting, production, and stunt work. His film career never really took off, but he did appear in the Italian movie Looking for Clarissa and the British movie Heckle. His best-known role, however, was as the host of the reality show Cheaters from season 13 through 15. The show follows people who suspect that their romantic partner is cheating and then confronts the cheaters live on camera. Gable told The Hollywood Reporter that the show was unscripted and that the violence shown between the couples was real. In the same interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Gable acknowledged the benefits and expectations that came with his famous name, saying that his surname, quote, opened a lot of doors for him. In speaking to The Hollywood Reporter, Gable recalled how parents of his school classmates had reacted to hearing his last name and how other people didn't even believe it was his real name. Furthermore, Gable also admitted to the outlet that acting was in his blood, but that he hoped not to be compared to his grandfather. Because his father never succeeded as an actor, Gable III wanted to, quote, create a new legacy for his family, as he told The Hollywood Reporter. Additionally, Gable went on to tell the outlet that he had been born into these great circumstances and wanted to make the most of the circumstances he's given.
I feel like I'm just trying to make my own way, not really aspire to be just like him, but, be myself, be me.
Before Clark Gable III's death, the family was set to star in their own reality show. It would have featured his sister, mother, stepfather, and half-brothers, as well as Gable himself. As he noted in his interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Gable wanted it to be done in a tasteful and classy way. By the time he began hosting Cheaters, Clark Gable III already had experience with violence. In 2009, he was stabbed while trying to protect his friend during an altercation. As a result of the stabbing, Gable had a collapsed lung and needed surgery. However, he told The Hollywood Reporter that the stabbing was a blessing in disguise because he learned a lot from it. That didn't keep Gable out of legal trouble, however. In 2011, he was arrested for pointing a green laser at a police helicopter in Hollywood. The arrest came while Gable was in a convertible on Sunset Boulevard and playing around with a laser pointer his mother had given him. However, he didn't realize he was breaking the law. As a result, Gable spent 6 days in jail, telling The Hollywood Reporter that the whole ordeal was unfortunate. Sadly, Gable's short life came to a tragic end on February 22, 2019. His girlfriend found him unresponsive in bed, according to Mercury News. 2 months later, a medical examiner announced that Gable had died of an accidental overdose from a combination of the opioids fentanyl and oxycodone, as well as the sedative alprazolam. He was 30 years old.